self-therapy, right? Going in and doing therapy on yourself. Um, I don't know about you, but I can bullshit myself into thinking a lot of stuff. And I really need somebody that is a third party uh, objective observer that has no skin in the game, that doesn't care. Like a good therapist cares about you, but they don't care. I don't care what you do with your life. It doesn't affect me, but I care about you as a human being, right? We want to find somebody like that to be able to hold a mirror up to us and say, this is what I'm seeing. Because I don't know about you, but I don't see a lot of the things that I do. I'm only looking at life through this way. I mean, we start doing therapy with family members, they have skin in the game. They are automatically biased and they are going to tend to do things that are self-preserving, right? When I'm talking to a client, I'm not worried about me. It has nothing to do with me. So I get to say whatever I want in an empathic, assertive way that will hopefully help them. Funny story. My wife was struggling a couple weeks ago. And I'm a good therapist, I feel like. It's one thing I do really well. At least people have told me that. And I go home and I'm like, okay, I'm going to help her with this. And I tell her some things that I'd like her to do. And she kind of looked at me like, why don't you go after yourself?
Yeah.
Right? Like, get out of my business. And okay. And then she went to her therapist. Her therapist told her the same thing. And she came back going, look what I learned. I'm like, yeah, I told you that 2 weeks ago. She's not going to listen to me. She shouldn't. I'm not her therapist, right? I have skin in the game. There's an unconscious feeling there that she feels like she's being manipulated by me or something of that nature, right? So yeah, I think trying to do self-therapy on bigger things is probably not a great idea. I've talked about this, the idea of pain. We all have pain. Pain is 100% unavoidable. It's inevitable. And we're all going to go through some pain in our life. But it's finite. Doesn't last forever. I have never had any pain that lasts forever. Never. In the 53 years I've been on the planet. The pain I experienced a year ago, I'm not experiencing now. I might be experiencing some new pain, but it's finite. Suffering, not dealing with it. Sitting there and hashing it out in my mind all the time. Blaming myself. Blaming other people. Not dealing with that negative energy in my body. Pushing it down. Shoving it away. Running from it. Numbing out. Talking to people that don't help you. Talking to people that maybe make it worse. Right? That's all suffering. That's infinite. It'll go on forever.
If you allow it to.
If you allow it to. And you allow it to by not addressing the pain. Right? If you're feeling the pain, some people have had trauma and they don't feel the pain. It doesn't bother them. It's not trauma then. Trauma is not something that happens to you. Trauma is your reaction to what happens to you. I've seen people that have been assaulted that don't have trauma. It was a traumatic event, but they don't have trauma from it. I've seen people that had something that would seem fairly innocuous is traumatic for them. Mild traumatic event that they had trauma from. So again, we go back to if I don't address something that needs to be addressed, that is called suffering, and that will last forever, and it's 100% avoidable. You just have to be able to be vulnerable enough to go in and say, I need help. That's all you have to do. If you go in and you find somebody in your community that is a skilled therapist and you just say, I need help with this, that's all you have to do. And those people should, if they're good therapists, walk alongside you and help you discover what you need help with. That's my job. My job is to walk alongside you, give you support, and hold up a mirror of what I see, and then let you learn what you need to learn. Not what I need you to learn. You don't want to live my life. You want to live your life. So, yeah, if you're afraid of this, that's okay. Be afraid of it and do it anyway. The alternative is you keep victimizing yourself, you victimize other people, and you live a life that's just not to your fullest potential. And that would be a shame. We only have one life.